Hello, my friends and family. This is Lada from AstroladaOfficial, and today my guest is the beautiful Marianne from Australia, who is going to do some healing for us again. Thank you, Marianne, for being here.
Hi, how are you, Lada?
I'm excited. We did last time a healing for abundance, and this time, what are we doing? I'm looking forward to.
Well, this is a little bit darker than that because it's one of the main causes for everybody's blocks is anxiety, severe post-traumatic stress disorder, fear, things like that. And I've just had, of course, Pluto go into my 10th house in Aquarius. So a lot of people are coming to me with some really dark shadow work. And so today we're going to do a healing round to find the causes and beliefs to adjust the nervous system to completely desensitize it for anxiety. Now, keeping in mind, anxiety is to give you feedback. It's saying something's not right. But if it's an unconscious belief, which is from the past, I'm afraid of strangers, or I'm afraid of being seen, or I'm going to be punished, or anything like that, that's unconscious, then that's what we clear, because we don't want that playing out in your reality. We want you to feel anxious if there's an earthquake coming to get out. It's your natural response system. But this is more about the dark side of the shadow that has been playing out for a lot of people lately. So we'll do that today, and that will just be incredible for everybody. You'll notice a dramatic feeling in your nervous system moving forward where things don't bother you as much. I had a young guy come to me recently who was on the spectrum of he suffered chronic panic attacks, and he hasn't had a panic attack since his first session.
So can you tell what is the profile of people that are anxious, that get panic attacks? What are they usually, why are they like that?
It's normally past, well, it's always past trauma. And trauma stays in the body into the freeze mode. And so unconsciously an event will happen. So someone might judge the person, and the person goes into fear, and the nervous system collapses and starts to panic because it's unhealed. It's and of course, tying into that is an amazing course I've put together, which is a 4-week course for anyone who's come from chronic trauma like sexual abuse, being beaten, any violence, domestic violence. It could have happened in your adult life, not just in your childhood, or it could be separate from. And we go through this really tender yet powerful process so that you have a week in between to integrate. It's very safe. Your brain won't let you experience anything unless you're ready. And we do EFT tapping, so we're going to go back and find the root cause. We're going to re-script what happened and how, heal the inner child, do the quantum healing, and then come back. Also, Lada, you'll know, of course, a lot of people with Scorpio, a lot of Scorpio placements have a lot of trauma. I have Scorpio moon and 7th and 8th house, and Aries in the 12th. So I have a lot of lived experience in this realm. And I guess my gift here is I have healed the body so I feel safe in the body, not only sexually, emotionally, and can self-regulate. And there is nothing worse than having come from especially sexual trauma or violence where you are still suffering in your adult life. And it's what didn't happen. You see, there was no one that came down and said, it's okay, you're safe, I'm here. So it's a beautiful experience when you come out the other side, and it's not scary. I'm I'm very skilled at this sort of work and know what it feels like. So that's coming up on Sunday, the 28th for America, and I think it's the 4th of June, Sunday the 4th of June for UK people. So I've done both time zones, so because I'm always getting emails saying, why don't you do another one in the UK, you know?
So I'll put a link below for anyone that's interested, whether they prefer the UK to USA timing for 4-week trauma healing and releasing.
Yeah.
And thank you for offering this to us again. And
yeah,
we're gonna dive into anxiety.
yeah. And so people at home can just get a pen and paper and write down what causes me anxiety. And you can give me some dialogue here as well, Lada. And when we're doing the first section of this, the tapping round, I will make space for people to add their own dialogue and their words. And so give me some examples, and I'll throw some in there too. What gives people anxiety?
Loss of control for me, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. So
Someone else
control
having control over someone else deciding for me whether it's a car that I can't open or a person that is telling me you can't go here, the immediate anxiety.
Yeah. So when you can't control something, or when someone has control. So just look at that piece there. That's comes from trauma. Now it's when somebody either controlled you too much, where you had, it's almost like, so your nervous system goes into fear, you know, it's either fear, fight, or flight, and it froze, like, I'm terrified. If I move, I'm going to be punished. And so it gets locked into the body, tells the brain anytime that trigger comes in, I'm not safe, I'm in danger. And so you'll react with probably anger, because it's a cover-up for sadness.
Anger and panic.
Yes. Yeah. So control's massive. So when someone has control over me, what about simple things like, especially if you've got a Mars transit or someone's got something going on like that, when you can't even open a jar.
Oh, when everything from the morning starts, when the kids are fighting, screaming, I bump my toes, like everything every day is going bad. Yeah, there are days like that anxiety, yeah, and I can overreact for sure.
Yeah. And so
or people attacking me and saying you, like, whether it's a business or whatever, saying something hurtful to me, that puts me in, I can't breathe, I'm anxious immediately. Anyone being rude or telling me rude words or feeling like, I immediately start feeling guilty. I've done something wrong. I'm not good. Like, I'm a horrible person. I'm the person they say I am.
So you make yourself wrong.
Yeah, I start doubting, am I the good person? Yeah, I am.
Yeah. It's a really common piece. People worry about what other people think, because how the trauma happened was from an authority figure or a bully, or a mother wound, or a father, you know, being aggressive. And so someone grew up in an alcoholic house or anything like that. The environment's so unpredictable. You know, like Bruce Lipton did the 3 Petri dishes to prove that wherever the cells were put in an environment, they acted differently, right? And so we know our nervous system acts differently in different environments, but you combine the belief system on that's unhealed, that says I'm wrong, or strangers are dangerous, then people live in chronic anxiety, right? And you don't have to. It is also the major cause of addiction, of course, because we self-soothe. Loneliness is also a reason for anxiety. A lot of people come to me and the core belief is they've got no one to protect me, because they're still unconsciously in child, right?
Mhm.
So drinking a lot at night or snacking all the time because of the anxious eating or the anxious drinking or smoking. So remember, smoking is the adult dummy trying to soothe, because you can have control, that mechanism of breathing.
Wow. So yeah,
Like I would have,
I definitely
yeah,
had all of those things, and now it's with the eating. And I'm like, I want to go back to smoking. I want to stop eating. It's like, how do I calm this nervous system down?
yeah. So there's just, could be unhealed trauma there, anxiety. I said to a lady yesterday that the anxious eating stops as soon as we desensitize the nervous system from what's the cause. We can tap it out in the moment and you can feel better for a bit, but it'll come back until you actually deal with the cause. So what other reason? So why would you have anxious eating?
I don't know. I was like that from very little. I was very anxious at school. I was even the teacher, they would just say my name and I would jump and I would startle. I was like a startled deer in the headlights, and I'm still like that. I don't remember any abuse. I don't remember. I had a loving family, and that's what I can understand. But I've had after always like this anxiousness. I'm not good enough. And my parents are, maybe my dad is a bit too bossy, too aggressive, or maybe something happened that I've totally forgotten that I'm locking. I've tried, I've done regressions, nothing comes up. So I
Yes, this
really don't know.
also
I don't think
just
it was from my parents. It must have been, there were bullies around kids, probably someone, something like that.
and also Lada, I had a lady from the Middle East the other day, and when we were doing her quantum healing, I got all this pain in my wrist, unbelievable pain, and she was just about to launch this amazing product. And when we went back, I saw that her hand had been cut off for producing a product in another life. So she was,
Oh,
getting really frustrated, about this launch and worrying about what other people thought and, anxious about things. So it can be in a past life. You don't even have to know what happened. When we do the quantum healing, it will just be swept up by Archangel Michael.
because I remember, again, I don't remember anyone ever abusing me. Maybe sometimes later on, but not like proper abuse. Maybe someone would say a hurtful word, a big kid would smack me on the head, but that's normal stuff everyone grows up with. But I do have memories that started coming up from the age of 5, very disturbing visuals of sexual abuse, but it's connected almost like to old times. I could see it always in pirate ships type of thing. So I don't know. So maybe it's that powerful.
Yeah.
It's snuck in from another lifetime.
Well, yeah, it's in your, the Akashic records will show in your DNA, so it could be playing out in this life. You could be here to just do this video to announce this so you can help others. It could be anything in relation to how it plays out in this life. But if you're still jumpy, then there's something there. Number one, if a lot of people are sensitive, the more they work in this work, the more sensitive they are, the higher their frequency goes. They're very aware and sensitive. But mostly it's about the grounding, the lack of grounding, the strength in the nervous system, and the belief in the self. So you could say, well, how much do you worry about what other people think? And you've already answered that saying, well, absolutely. I get criticized and I'm like collapsing. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But we get hurt very easily when people don't show us that love. So you could also ask, and the audience could also ask, how did your parents demonstrate love to each other?
Mine were very kind of physical, demonstrative, with kisses, but my dad would do like every man in Bulgaria. They would be aggressive. He would hit my mom. He would hit me. But I don't consider that abuse, because I don't know. It was everyone. It was normal. I don't know. So maybe,
okay, so just know that could be normal for a culture, but it's not actually like when you've been hit or you've witnessed him hitting your mother, this is your nervous system's going like this, right?
yeah.
And so you get a fright, because that's actually when someone hits a child's body, their nervous system, it hurts. And so if it's repeated, or the yelling, you go into, oh my goodness, he's going to hit me, then you will be jumpy, and that is a very big cause, Lada. It's not normal.
I was like, well, people have been sexually abused. I probably was beaten once per year or something for something I was really guilty of. So I was like, yeah, you need a bit of the, old school.
Yeah. Just don't underestimate. Somebody can be hit once and it was so shocking to their nervous system, and that has caused a belief that I'm not safe. Somebody can be in one natural disaster and they have post-traumatic stress disorder all their life. One person can have one shame scene from a school teacher and be terrified of it being seen or engaging or being confident just by a teacher pointing them out once and humiliating them. It doesn't take a lot, but this is the people that suffer from chronic anxiety all the time, fetal position. I used to be like that.
Oh, wow.
This is tremendous amount of feedback your nervous system's trying to give you to say, hey, come on, there's something wrong here, you've got to heal it. And I mean, depends what your adverse childhood experience score is. I recommend anyone Google that. It's an amazing 10 questions, so you can see your foundation of, if you've got a high ACE score, then you know anything over 5 is high. I'm in the top 5%.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
I know I can help a lot of people with this, and that's why I do these courses. So let's, everyone at home, you might have written down 15 reasons why you get anxiety, what your feelings are. And I'm just going to intuitively add a few more. So we'll just do a quick tapping round to balance everyone out a little bit before we go into a quantum healing. And so just ask yourself, how much out of 10 do you feel secure in the body?
Right now or generally?
Generally.
Generally.
So go to your nighttime eating or your munching. If you felt secure, would that be a problem?
If I felt relaxed, definitely no.
Yeah. So just everyone just get their sort of score, and there's something there unconsciously. Of course, you're not supposed to know what it is, otherwise you wouldn't do it. That you can't be at peace with yourself to have a reaction of anxious eating. So there's something there. So let's see what we can do today. Yeah.
5.
So starting off.
Okay.
Did you want to say something?
I was nothing. Sorry.
I'll put in things like anxious eating and addiction and all that in this round, even though there's a part of me.
Even though there's a part of me
that can't expect to surrender my resistance.
That can expect to surrender my resistance.
And feel really secure in my body.
And feel really secure in my body.
Because sometimes I anxious eat.
Because sometimes I anxious eat.
It drives me nutty.
It drives me nutty.
I get really reactive and panicky when I can't control something.
I get really reactive and panicky when I can't control something.
Or someone has power over me.
Or someone has power over me.
And I deeply and completely accept myself.
And I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though there's a part of me.
Even though there's a part of me.
That can't expect to surrender my resistance.
That can't expect to surrender my resistance.
And feel really secure in my body.
and feel really secure in my body.
Because what if I make a mistake and I'm judged?
Because what if I make a mistake and I'm judged?
What if someone ridicules me?
What if someone ridicules me?
I get really nervous when somebody speaks rudely to me.
I get really nervous when somebody speaks rudely to me.
And normally I make myself wrong.
And normally I make myself wrong, exactly.
And I deeply and completely accept myself.
And I deeply and completely accept myself.
Last one, even though there's a part of me
Even though there is a part of me
that can't expect to surrender my resistance
that can expect to surrender my resistance
and feel really secure in my body.
and feel really secure in my body.
Because when I was little, I used to flinch.
Because when I was little, I used to flinch.
I was scared of my father.
I was scared of my father.
And I was worried about what other people thought of me.
And I was worried what other people thought of me.
And I deeply and completely accept myself.
And I deeply and completely accept myself.
Back of the neck. When the truth is, and if anyone wants to yawn or anything like that, that's perfect. It's releasing energy. When the truth is, all I have to do is acknowledge.
When the truth is, all I have to do is acknowledge.
This is a part of my wounding.
This is a part of my wounding.
Top of the head. And by doing so, I allow the space for something to change.
And by doing so, I allow the space for something to change.
Eyebrows. I wonder what it might feel like.
I wonder what it might feel like
if I felt secure in my body.
If I felt secure in my body.
I wonder what side of the eyes. I wonder what it might feel like.
I wonder what it might feel like
if I knew anxiety was a normal response.
If I knew anxiety was a normal response
to a threat.
To a threat.
That for my livelihood.
For my livelihood.
The side of the nose. I wonder what it might feel like.
I wonder what it might feel like.
If the other beliefs were gone.
If the other beliefs were gone.
I wonder, top of the lip, I wonder what it might feel like.
I wonder what it might feel like.
If I appreciated people are entitled to their opinion.
If I appreciated that people are entitled to their opinion.
And if they're blaming me.
Then instead of blaming me.
Or if they're rude to me.
Or be rude to me.
That says more about them than it is about me.
It says more about them than it says about me.
Chin, I wonder what it might feel like.
I wonder what it might feel like.
If that little me felt safe.
If that little me felt safe.
Heart chakra, I wonder what it might feel like.
I wonder what it might feel like.
If I learned how to put up healthy boundaries.
If I learned how to put up healthy boundaries.
And said to myself, I'm not wrong.
And said to myself, I'm not wrong.
And forgave myself for thinking I was wrong.
And forgave myself for thinking I was wrong.
And just here, just doing the Ho'oponopono prayer for every time you made yourself wrong, say, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Under the arm by the bra strap, putting your attention on your little one, your inner child. Maybe when you were terrified as a little one. And just putting your attention on that and saying, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Side of the thumb. It is safe for me to feel secure.
It is safe for me to feel secure.
It is safe for me to understand my anxiety.
It is safe for me to understand my anxiety.
Next finger, and the more I understand my anxiety.
And the more I understand my anxiety.
The more I can set myself free.
The more I can set myself free.
And I let it go and let it be.
And I let it go and I let it be.
And I'm free to be me.
And I'm free to be me.
And then we're going to do eye desensitizing, which is left and right brain. So keep tapping here, look straight ahead, close your eyes, open your eyes. Now put your attention on feeling secure in the body. And I want you to imagine there is a gold star above your head. And I'm just going to ask Archangel Michael and his team to crack it open with light and put it all over your body, all through your nervous system. It's like these safety sparkles going through all of your nervous system. And now look straight ahead again. Look down to the right. Look straight ahead. Look down to the left. Look straight ahead. Big circle clockwise with the eyes. Big circle anti-clockwise with the eyes. Now hum and count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just notice how you feel in the nervous system. And with neurolinguistics programming, we use anchors. And so even imagining there's a star above your head and having it fall all over you, you can do it when you walk into a supermarket or a crowded place, or you have to meet somebody and you're nervous, and it will completely, now it's programmed in, calm your nervous system that way. Another thing you can do is cloak yourself in a beautiful cloak, which we do now as we go into our timeline therapy with quantum healing.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
Calmer, definitely. But I won't know for sure till I get myself in a situation.
Yes.
Definitely
Yes.
calmer.
Yeah. Remember, whenever we even acknowledge the cause, it can't react anymore, because it's reacting because you're not identifying it. You're out of control, right? You're fearful. Oh my God, I can't control this anxiety. When, hang on, what's behind there? Okay, so bringing your hands together in prayer position, please, everyone. This will take about 10 minutes max. And now I ask Archangel Michael, Saint Germain, your guardian angel, Father, Mother, God, creator of all that is. I choose that any and all energy cords attached to you from others, from this world, other worlds, times, and dimensions that are not of love, be pulled, cleansed, washed, and blessed, and returned to where they belong. Thank you. I ask that any and all energy cords you have attached to others, from this world, other worlds, times, and dimensions that are not of love, be pulled, cleansed, washed, and blessed, and returned to you. Thank you. I ask Saint Germain, with the permission of your higher self, to release the purple flame within your environment, releasing all cords and causes within there that do not vibrate at God's name. Thank you. And now I ask your guardian angel to step forward and cloak you in the most beautiful aqua blue velvet cloak, silk inside, hooded, surrounding you with this beautiful frequency as we go through this journey. And I ask Archangel Michael and his team to surround you with divine loving light. Surround me with divine loving light. Bringing your hands out towards me as Archangel Michael makes this quantum healing connection. It's done at a speed of light. And nothing will happen out of your control if your higher self does not permit it. And now I ask Archangel Michael and his team to go through into your energy bodies, rolling 1 moment prior to your birth, loading a light sweep throughout your life, healing anything and everything that is anchored and supporting any reaction to any loud noises, any reaction to bullying, any reaction to any sort of violence that you witnessed, accidents, trauma, anything that caused you to feel unsafe and scared, anything in the body that is stuck energy through fear, from what's happening outside of yourself, any fear of not being able to control something outside of yourself, any time that you reacted violently, yelled, screamed, tried to calm your nervous system through addictive behavior, any guilt, shame, fear that you're still hanging on to because of your reactions, any guilt, shame, fear that you're hanging on to because of other people's reactions, and you made yourself wrong. Every time you made yourself wrong in this life and thought that you were the cause, you were the problem, anytime you changed your behavior to suit the opinion of others, against your own intuition, against your will, against your inner self. I ask Archangel Michael and his team to pull all cords and causes, how this has affected you throughout your life, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, sexually, creatively, psychologically, and neurologically, and rescript and reformat this energy into unconditional love. Taking a breath in, just releasing it. Now we're going to imagine that beautiful gold star again, a foot above your head, and Archangel Michael's just going to release it again, cleaning your energy bodies. Beautiful. You'll probably notice the elevation right there. And now I want you to imagine standing with me on a timeline, and we're going to look back and just do one more healing here, right back to when you were first came out of your mother's womb, out of the birth canal, right up into this moment in time. We're going to look back for all the events where you were rude to other people, where you lost it because you were so anxious, angry, fearful, threatened, and you didn't have the reasoning, the ability, the awareness to self-regulate. Anytime you judged yourself harshly, we're going to say to the self, to the energy bodies, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm so sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you.
To anybody you have harmed, we say, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm so sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you.
And for yourself today, even tuning into the energy and any guilt or shame or fear you're picking up that you've blocked yourself progressing in life because of anxiety, because of the fear, and forgiveness to yourself, knowing that you're exactly where you're meant to be right here, right now. Please say, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Now we're going to put up a portal to go through to your ancestral line. Just imagining there's a screen in front of you. And on that screen, I want you to imagine what your DNA might look like on there. Just any picture at all. Taking a breath in, imagining your beautiful cloak. And now I ask Archangel Michael and his team to go through this portal out the other side, simultaneously down your mother and father's ancestral line, healing anything and everything that is anchoring and supporting anything causing irrational trauma and anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, fear in the body. Every person down your ancestral line that felt completely collapsed in the nervous system, depressed, anxious, manic, post-traumatic mental illness, anything like that. Anything showing up in your DNA that does not belong to you. We ask Archangel Michael and his team to pull all cords and causes from this genetic coding with the permission of your higher self, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, sexually, creatively, psychologically, and neurologically. And rescript and reformat this energy into unconditional love. And now, we ask Archangel Michael and his team to send a light blessing across your ancestral line, no matter what timeline and dimension they're in, should they wish to accept it. Thank you. Coming back into this time, space, and reality really gently now. Coming back into your body, feeling your seat bones on the seat. Taking your movie screen away. And now, we're going to go at the top of your head through your subconscious mind down a spiritual timeline. Just really gently, like your Wonder Woman or Superman going through the sky. And we're going to go into what we call the Star of Alchemy. It's a massive blue star, 20 foot high, 20 foot below either side. And I want you to walk in there and notice there's a gold throne waiting for you. And go and sit in your throne with your beautiful aqua blue cloak. And to the right of you comes in an albino eagle. And it's going to sit at the right of you, this beautiful white eagle. On the left side of the throne is a white owl. And one is for wisdom and one is for leadership, feeling the confidence and the power to move forward with grace in your wings. And now I want Archangel Michael and his team to invite in a power animal for you to see on the left of the star coming in, whatever you visualize, as your security power animal. No matter what it is. It could be a lion for courage. It could be a horse. It could be a snake. And it comes in and just sits at your left beautifully. And now, while you're sitting there, I ask Archangel Michael and his team to go through all of your past lives now, all of your side-by-side lives, in between lives, future lives, healing anything and everything that is anchoring and supporting any time that you took on trauma in the body, post-traumatic stress disorder, any event that you were in throughout your lineage, all through any past lives where you were beaten, you were harmed, you were killed, you were tortured, you were abused sexually, mentally, emotionally, physically, shamed financially, anytime you were judged critically, any torture you experienced in the body, in the energy bodies in your DNA, that's caused you in this life to be cautious. Just like somebody who drowns in another life, yet they have no understanding of why they're fearful of water in this life. Anything that's blocking irrational, causing irrational fears in your energy bodies in this world, time, and dimension, I ask Archangel Michael and his team to pull all cords and causes and rescript and reformat this energy into unconditional love. And now I'm going to ask Archangel Metatron to step forward with the Akashic records, going into the Star of Alchemy, into your blue star where you're sitting, and handing you a scroll in your right hand of all the times you harmed and tortured others and caused massive problems for people in their lives. And just notice when you're sitting in there, what you're feeling in your body. Do you have pain in your kidney? Do you have a sore knee? Do you feel dread in some way? This is a strong indication, known or unknown, that there is perhaps some karma there, some unhealed processes showing up in your energy bodies. In a level of consciousness. Take the scroll, and now we say from our heart chakra across all timelines and dimensions to anybody you have harmed in other worlds, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
For the shame you've carried throughout worlds, saying to yourself, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm so sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you.
To any family members that come through in your soul group where you feel that you have been harmed by them in this life, for whatever relationship you had with them in other worlds that is known or unknown as a soul connection or contract or karma, we say to your family line, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
And with the scroll now, Archangel Metatron is going to give you like a purple velvet pocket, it's almost like a pouch. And it is a transformational pouch where everybody is going to be sent light blessings across all timelines and dimensions that are being connected to you in the realm of fear, dread, threats, torture, anything that's in there. And we place it in the pouch, and we give great thanks to Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael. And I want you to just sit in your chair and just be present for a moment. And as we imagine the star above your head again, pouring that beautiful, secure energy all over your body, bringing your hands together in prayer position, please, and repeating after me. And so it is.
And so it is.
All is done.
All is done.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And I picked a card for you just before I came on again. This one's called New Life.
Oh.
And number 39. It's a beautiful card. She's sitting on an ancient Roman sort of statue. And I'll see what it says. Under prosperity, it says, you have every reason to be optimistic right now, as things seem to fall into place magically. New opportunities remind you that abundance is available to you. Delight in the bounty that begins to appear in surprising forms. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. It's as if a new life suddenly infuses your projects, your work, your creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with excitement and potential. Fortune is smiling upon you.
What a beautiful card. For anyone who is watching. I hope it did to all of you. Wow, thank you. The crackling of energy.
Yes, yes. And to integrate this energy, I really invite everyone to practice the anchor, the star, and you'll go straight back into that frequency at any time, any moment. It works so powerfully. And please check out the course. It's life-changing. I'm a lived experience person from chronic abuse, and I want to give you that course to really feel safe within your skin. There's nothing better.
Thank you. And I'll let you know how I feel, because now I feel great. I mean, but let's see how it carries on.
Yeah, and when you go to automatic, because we go in automatic pilot, when you go to pick up any food today or tonight, just crack the star above your head and just watch what happens, and go and grab a glass of juice or water or something.
Yes, definitely.
But you shouldn't feel you shouldn't have anxious eating at all, because that comes from the nervous system being unprocessed somehow.
It comes and goes, and sometimes yeah, especially when I have no other bad habits, it's like it has to come some way. But thank you so much for addressing that. Thank you for everyone who joined us. I hope this healing has reached to everyone who has done it consciously and with intention. And if you'd like to connect with Marianne, or to check out the services and programs that she always prices so affordably for everyone, which we thank you so much about, Marianne. And have a great week ahead.
Yes, much love to you. Much love to everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.